Okay, the first example, looking for mouse coordinates or cursor coordinates, is going to use a function. We create a function with the keyword function. It's going to be called get mouse location. It's always important to make your functions and variables meaningful in name so that they're easy to decipher when you're debugging your code, or if you come back to your code at a later date when you've been away from the project for a long while. And then the parameter that's going to carry the argument is called E. You could call it anything. Some people prefer to call it event, so they know it's more meaningful. Some variables I like to keep nice and short. So this one's E. And then all I'm going to do, familiar, access the console and then log the following value to see that this works. So whatever fires the function get mouse location will be contained within E, and then we're going to try and access client X, which is just the position of the mouse in the x-axis. And in the HTML document, I've done this asynchronously, which means after the page and everything else is loaded. This means I can be sure that whatever element I'm targeting has loaded. In this case, the document. I'm adding an event listener to the document. Notice the camel case, D to E, T to L. And the initial event is just a click. So we're listening for a mouse click. And then when it's being clicked anywhere in the document, get mouse location. It could just as easily be window dot add event listener. And if we can just change that. Look in the console, you'll see the X position, so that's left to right. Okay, one thing to note, that if we use this method, is once the page gets bigger than the window or the document, what happens is you get some problems. And there would be just going to position the box that I'm creating in HTML. Not quite at that point yet. Okay, so inside of the body, you'll see there's a div ID box. And if I just style that accordingly, I don't appear to have done that. So the hash is the signifier for ID. And I'm just going to tell it to be positioned absolutely, which means it will stay in exactly the same position in relation to main document. And I'll just put it 800 pixels across. That should be across this page a little bit, enough off the screen perhaps. I need to give it a height and a width, obviously, so that it exists. I'll say it's 300 pixels by 300 pixels square. Maybe just give it a background color so it stands out. Antique white. There we go. So I'm just going to set it further than 800 pixels, 1600 pixels in this case. Okay, so now when I click at the edge of the screen, that's showing a specific position. Just position X and Y. So the X value comes first, 1446, and that goes down with this. However, let's just scroll along to the end again, click in that area, bring out the console. You'll see that even though I've scrolled along probably a few hundred pixels, the value here, 1486, is 1488 when I clicked. So basically what's happening is it's calculating within the window, but if the page gets bigger, then we're not getting the value we would expect. So that's 896, and if I scroll back that way and then click here again, it'll be in the region of 896 again. But we know that that's not true. We'll address that in the next video.